Coming first out of the blue corner, Angel Canela.
Right, Angel is a debuter here at Arena Grappling. He's from BC BJJ. He is a white belt, and his experience is in wrestling.
And coming next out of the red corner, Mike McCool.
Right, Mike McCool is also another debuter here at Arena Grappling. He's from NPR Endurance MMA. He is a white belt, and his experience is in jiu-jitsu.
Double debut, excited for this one.
Yeah, both white belts. Mike McCool is one of my students, so I'm a little impartial on this one. But, you know, Mike's been training for a year. White belt, he's had a lot of success in tournaments already. This is his very first super fight he's ever had. So, you know, I'm really excited for him. And we have Angel here. Angel, he's another white belt. His experience is in wrestling. He wrestled, you know, a while ago. He had some super fights back in like 2016, 2017 as a white belt. But he took a long break from this sport, and now he's just come back in, and you know, he's trying to test himself again. So both of these guys, again, both white belts, looking to get it at it.
So good downward pressure here from top guy, but he's got to start getting his posture down. Nice job from Mike using the grapevines from the bottom here to spread him out.
Mike in on this shoulder crunch.
I will say this is one of his go-to moves. So, like, he uses this shoulder crunch for a lot of different things, either for the finish or taking the back. And right here, if Mike can get his head free, he will have Angel's back.
Yeah, that's one thing that you need to be really careful about from the top position, trying to use headlocks to pin, because once that head pops out of there, you're very exposed to a back take.
There's like a baby twister you can hit here from this body lock as well that can be pretty nasty. I'm not sure if Mike knows it.
Angel needs to square his hips up with the mat and start walking back to that left side to try to flatten Mike's back out a little bit to kind of get himself out of this position.
Yeah, I think this is the hard part, though, is, you know, Angel, like, he's not going to try and give up that head. So, you know, that pressure on, like, Mike's head is got to be, you know, a little high right now.
A little bit of a crank going on.
Right, exactly. So, you know, I'd like to see maybe Mike use that, like, right hand to at least go in, like, the armpit to just, now that he's got his head free.
That arm came back across, though.
Yeah.
This is where that little baby twister is.
Mike doing a good job, still hunting it, not accepting to just go back to the bottom. You can tell, like you said, Joe, he really likes that position a lot. He feels comfortable there.
Figuring out another direction. All right, good. Control that posture. Control. Yeah. Back and forth. We go high, we go low. High, we go low. I love it. 2 minutes. All feels in control.
Okay, you see he's trying to isolate, you know, an arm of Angel. I think this is where you kind of see some of the white belt inexperience, though. You know, it's especially when it comes to close guard. You know, trying to be able to get out of close guard and, you know, to have the knowledge to start finishing people in close guard.
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest mistakes sometimes that people make is that they don't feel comfortable enough opening their guard to properly attack. You need to really be able to open that guard from the bottom sometimes to turn your hips to get substantial attacks. You can always close it back up for the finish, but I'd like to see Mike start opening his guard up here a little bit so he can turn his hips better.
Yeah, because I want to see Angel here, you know, start to posturing up. You know, like, start working both hands. He's got, you know, one hand in the armpit. I want both there. I want him to start moving his way up, because I know Mike, he's not going to let go, you know, of that close guard until he has something locked in. So Angel's got to start forcing his way out a little bit.
The Angels really got to start to get proactive here in terms of opening this guard.
Yeah.
I like the pressure here, but this kind of downward posture is not doing much for him in terms of getting out of the closed guard.
Yeah.
Mike walking his guard up, maybe looking for another triangle.
So
Chasing that back again.
Really pushing the issue here with the passing. It looks like
Angel. Angel very close, and he does pass off it.
he does like that pinning position. It looks like he's going to try to set up some sort of an Americana here. We're down to short time. And he's very close to finishing that right at the very end. Americana with the legs.
That arm lock with the legs there is brutal. I've seen a couple catastrophic breaks with that one.
yeah, I've seen some pretty nasty ones before too, especially in competition.
Yeah.
So,
Mike over there sipping from the Chick-fil-A cup.
yeah, you should have seen him earlier today. So, so this match is at 180. Mike walked in today, weighed in at 167 with a nice full bag of Chick-fil-A that he had afterwards. So, and again, this was another match. It was made, this week. And I know Mike's been training. He's in here all the time. He just competed a month ago where he took first place at Jiu-Jitsu World League, which, again, if you ever see some of these bigger tournaments, if you see, like, the men's white belt 180 division,
Huge.
like, they're huge. And so for him to take first in a pretty huge division with single elimination plus a consolation round, for third place, like, he did amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think, though, that is, I really respect and appreciate that in these days of, like, just being willing to just, like, step up and try it. That's the true spirit of jiu-jitsu, right, is not worrying so much about weight. And, of course, it does play a factor, but you go out and you test yourself and you try to find ways to deal with that and use your jiu-jitsu to overcome it. So I really like seeing that.
Nice ankle pick out of Angel.
You definitely see the wrestling there from Angel. Now he's got a possible inverted triangle here. If he can throw that left leg over the top.
Yeah, I mean, he could almost have, like, an arm with his legs, but...
That was a very interesting position here. Nice work to get to the back from Mike.
Yeah, so you can see Mike's got like one hook, except it's the top hook, which is not the one you want to have
exactly
when it comes to the back
what
seat.
I was
So, you want to put him over to the other side. Now he might be a little too heavy.
Good job throwing those hips over to threaten the arm there. That got Angel to back
instant-
off just a little bit.
Instant guard retention. Not accepting being on his back, throwing up his frames, throwing up his legs. Because he knows Angel is a wrestler. This is the background we know about. So, and Mike is perfectly comfortable working off of his back.
And especially with beginner wrestlers, that can kind of be what you can use against them, right? Is the constant forward pressure and that force. If you can ride with that the right way, then you can use it to catch or win scrambles.
Angel here on his back here in the turtle. No hooks yet. Mike, looks like he's got a disciplined turtle, sealing everything off. Looks very tight. Going to be hard to get those hooks in for Angel.
Yep, super low. But it's another thing, like, you can't just hang out there in a super low turtle. You got to figure out how you're escaping.
Looks like Angel will get the back off of it. Referee throwing up 4 for the back take there.
You'd like to see Mike try to get his shoulder blades on the mat here, and then he's got to get over that left leg of Angel and start trying to scoot out to the side so he can reverse position here.
I don't know if Angel's going to be able to finish from here. He doesn't have the best chest-to-back connection on Mike.
Yeah, he's a little off to the side, but it looks like he might just look to come into mount.
Yep, he was feeling that as well. He tried to come to mount. Good job with the frames.
Good job on Mike not conceding that position. Looks like both guys are starting to feel it a little bit.
Mike tries to pull. Angel backs out.
Yeah, it looks like he lost a little bit of the connection when he tried to pull. But hey, you can still work off the backs trying to...
Little John Cena.
Yeah, Mike hitting him with the "you can't see me."
I mean, I will say, Mike, he is a school teacher. That is his profession.
That was a well executed guard play there, I think.
Angel looking to keep him flat in this smashed half guard.
But I know Mike's got a really good lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
That's his other position that is his go-to.
Can't see the far side, but he's got this left side underhook. Looks like he's maybe setting up an electric chair. I don't know if he has that right arm underhook as well.
Yeah, I'd like to.
It is a little hard when someone's really pressuring on top of you. You can't get control of the other leg too.
Yeah,
He's got to get that side-to-side movement going with the legs.
It's so hard to elevate when someone is so heavy on top of you.
Yeah.
I mean, he is trying that side-to-side motion, but it looks like Angel's just being super heavy on top.
It
Yeah.
looks like he's thinking about an Ezekiel possibly here.
Angel's hips are just very powerful here. Strong base out of him.
The shoulder pressure is tough to deal with, especially from that top position with everything driving down on your chin, turning your head away. It makes that regard hard.
We're back here in this kind of almost back take headlock position.
Little repeat of early round one here.
Yeah, he's not going to the scarf position, but he's still going for that Americana. The problem is you can't finish that with the arm behind his head, so he is going to have to remove that.
Yeah, he needs to get the elbow to the outside.
Now that is that.
Mike's elbow down to his body. He's not going to finish it.
I was gonna say that is that same arm that was in that kind of Americana with the legs there. Wondering if it was going to come into play.
All right, end of round two, and Angel Canela is up 1-0 going into this third round.
Curious to hear what kind of coaching Angel's getting from his corner here. How they want him to engage with Mike's guard, if they want to see maybe a different style of passing, or how they want him to approach this third round.
If I was his corner, I would advise him to pass more with his hips in. He tends to be getting himself spread out a little bit too much, which is giving him the problems with the pass that he's running into, so he's having to resort to that heavy shoulder pressure to not give up sweeps and things like that. If he could just use a little bit more of a wrestling stance coming in with his hips underneath of him, I think he could start thinking about some knee cuts and things like that from there. Which is essentially how he ended up getting that pass in the first round.
Oh, Mike shooting for the Imanari there.
Might be a little too tired for that. Yeah, so he's got, these double butterfly guard here. He really use it to sweep. He's got to try to elevate him again. Angel's a wrestler. You can see from his first two rounds that he's got some hips,
And he's going back to that long guard again. He's going to be really having a hard time passing from here.
Thick legs out of Angel. A lot of horsepower there.
It's like Mike might be trying a shoulder punch here on his left side. But if I'm Mike right now, I'm trying to get underneath of Angel's hips because he's so top heavy that attacking the upper body there is going to be tough. But now his hips are lower. Maybe he can start going back to that shoulder punch. But when them hips are up high like that, I'd love to see him shoot some butterflies in and just start to disrupt in that base.
Yeah, and I mean, Mike could even go for when Angel really postures up like that. He could go for that mermaid sweep, where you wrap your own legs around their knees because their legs were so close together and sweep them over.
He's getting them stretched out here. There's the butterfly.
Shoulder crunch sweep here.
Now, if you can start getting his butt out to the same side as that shoulder punch, you can start attacking that arm. He's going to look this continue sweeping.
Yeah. It's like he's so close, he just can't quite finish.
All right, now look, let's change. Where we going from here, Mike? Keep it underhooks. Let's go.
It looks like we're going to end up back in that same position.
Yeah, because like Angel really exposes his back a lot, especially, but he's got like that headlock that he uses, you know, and he's still not quite in a scarf position, but you can see he's probably attacking the arm from here like he did the first couple rounds. You know, and if Mike could throw over that right leg and really start to push off, like if he could put his right hand just in his armpit and try and get his head free, then he would take his back. Like, I just want him to just start pushing. I want to coach so bad.
Oh, he's almost out.
Close. He's got to get that
Almost
C-grip
free.
on the armpit there.
I know.
Looks like he has the hooks
And
in.
he's out. And he's out.
Except for it looks like Angel's about to turn back in.
He needs to climb. He needs to climb.
Needs to keep turning.
Now again, and also the fence is there too. It's kind of hard to try and work your way up to the back of that fence right there.
So Angel's going to walk his hips back over just a little bit and then up on top.
We're back in Mike's closed guard here.
Nice little stiff arm to deal with the hip bump there.
All right, I know we're on short time here, and Mike's really he's got to go for a submission here. He's trying.
Going
You know,
back to that.
he's been working. He's been nonstop.
Going
He's
back
got to
to
get
that-
a finish.
Going back to that shoulder punch, I'd like to really see him use the head that's not, or the arm that's not the underhook. And get that form in front of the face when he tries for that shoulder punch. To try and create a little bit of pressure away so he can start escaping his hips. Nice inversion to the leg. He's high enough. He's high enough on the leg.
He's got a little bite on it, you know.
He's got to adjust his hips here.
He's got to start to turn.
Put your bum on his chest. Try to put your bum on his chest. There we go. Now look, now you pull the other leg into it.
Starting to turn the angle.
This is getting a little closer.
Now roll again. Roll over your
He's really going. Oh, and he got caught. I didn't exactly see what happened, but he
Yeah, it
ended
looks
up
like he went to roll
catching
and he
catching
just
the back.
he was
Exposed
able
his
to
back
just
a little.
snatch the neck in that transition.
Nice match out of both guys.
Right, especially, you know, both being white belts. Like, they really got after it. So, you know, congrats on Angel for going 2 up.
Man, this 2024 white belt jiu-jitsu is different.
So Angel, Mike didn't make it easy on you. Talk to me about your thoughts about that match.
Damn. He's definitely has a lot of talent. You see him a little skinny, but he's strong. I was trying to get a lot of moves, and he was fighting them off really well. Shout out to him because he did a really good job. I'm exhausted, long day today, but we made the best out of it, and I'm happy with the outcome.
I noticed after the first tap, you went over to your corner and you were kind of holding your arm. Was there something that had happened? Someone also said they heard a snap or something along those lines?
I don't know, but my bicep and this arm right here is blazing. It's hot. And it's all numb, my forearm, my bicep, so I kept trying to put pressure on it, so I don't know, it made it feel a little better. I don't know what's going on, but I think it was from so much squeezing, holding that lock, like gave the arm a cramp or something, I don't know.
Yeah, well, let's hope. I hope so. I hope so. Well, barring any injuries, I know you'd probably like to compete for us again at some point. Talk to me about the roadmap from here. Do you have anything else lined up?
As far as now, I'm going into taxing. I do taxes, so I have not been training for a while. I normally try to do 1 or 2 competitions a year to see kind of where I'm at, and I surprise myself every time, guys. Seriously, I have not been training in a long time, and I'm happy the way I maintain my cool, my energy. I definitely look into hopefully getting back into training and maybe coming back out again, definitely in the future.
Angel, sir,
Thank you
pleasure
so
watching
much,
your
man.
fight.
Thank you, guys.